Hi everyone, it's February 2019 now, so I believe that you just passed through this new year, brand new year of January, and some of you might be in a situation while you have a lot of things to do, like for example things with parents or families. You have a lot of errands to run. Some might be busy with your works or your business, but there is some part of a portion of you might be in a situation where you are maybe you are totally lost, like you feel like your brain is like suddenly just blank. You don't have any idea what to do next, and then you have no clue what's life's going on, and you don't know what to make a choice, right? So no matter which situation are you right now, don't worry. So same, we will go through some card readings. So we have 4 cards for you this time. So you just take a deep breath and then relax yourself and look at the cards. Feel it, which number is more connected to you and then more related to you. You have the urge to pick that number. So choose one of the cards and we will do the card reading for you. Well, let's see what is your soul message to passing through you, and what is your soul want to remind you about the month of February. Alright, I hope you have done selecting your card. Okay, first we look at the card pile of number 1. Okay, so let's see. So for those who choose number 1, so obviously previously you are been looking for a solution, and you're spending time on studying and research on looking for the solution to solve the problem, or maybe you've been working hard on increasing your knowledge in order to bring yourself to the next level, right? So, but you might be facing a lot of challenges where you have totally no clue how to solve it, and then sometimes you feel discouraged because after you spend so much of effort and energy to find a solution, and you thought the solution would be work, but in fact you're still facing problem, right? You can't solve the problem, and your soul message actually to remind you that don't worry, because this is just it happened because of the karmic, because of the karma, and it's actually just a lesson for you to learn, so that when you start to realize this is just a karmic trench, and then you pass through this karmic burden or the karmic cycle, you will be able to solve it. Okay, because right now whenever you facing the challenges, you might start to blame or start to feel discouraged and want to just give up. Your soul message actually want to remind you that don't give up, because whatever that you have done or the effort that you have put into is actually like building the path and the pathway to where you want to head it. No matter you're working hard on relationship or your finance, or maybe it's your career, all those effort that you have put in the past is actually building your pathway, right? And don't worry about it. Give it some time to go through these challenges, because it's like Rome is not built by one day, right? It builds by brick, and then it takes time to build it. So trust yourself that you are good enough. So you need to have faith for yourself. And the main purpose is, you need a soul family for yourself, like a soulmate friends or soul family who can understand your situation, who you can communicate in a soul level, who can really understand you, yourself, who can give you support and encourage you to go through this tough time, right? So you need to find your circle, your soul family that have the same mindset and the same energy, who can support you to go through this challenge. And so in this period of time, especially when you're facing challenges, you might see others like, and then you start to you will see others like they are doing very good, and then you think that how come they can get the result so easily, why they have such a luck, and they can just get it, while you need to work hard. You need to work so hard, you need to spend so much effort and time to work on the result that you want. Why is so other people can get it so easily? Life is not fair. You might have this kind of thoughts, and when you see someone that are more successful, or maybe a more happiness in their relationship, you might start to get envy or start to get jealousy on that. So your soul actually reminds you that don't look at others, look at yourself, and then have faith on yourself, and then you are good enough already, right? So don't focus on others, but turn your focus inward and start to focus on yourself, right? So for relationship part, for those who are still single, your soul message actually to give you a message that you need to love yourself first. Okay, it's only that your self-respect that will make you more romantically attractive, right? So only that you love yourself first, you put effort on taking care of yourself, put more love on your self-love, treat yourself well. Then when your power is gathered on yourself, your power is back to your core, then only you can start to vibrate out the good energy and start to attract the right person to come into your life. The reason, because you have been working hard, and then you've go through a lot of challenges, and you don't have a soul family support. That's why you start to feels like yourself is not worthy, right? You're not worthy for a good relationship, but your soul, your higher self actually want to give you a message that you are good enough, and then it also, when you treat yourself well, then only you will attract the right person to your life, right? So for those that they already have partners in their relationship, it's also a good message to remind you that you need to love yourself first. Okay, when you're dealing with your partner, or you're in a relationship, or with your family, sometimes you're sacrificing too much of yourself. It might cause you might feel exhausted in your relationship or your family life. So your soul message actually reminds you that you love yourself more, give yourself more love, and then treat yourself well, right? Take a break if you need to. So when you recharge, then only you can start to bring more harmonious in your relationship or within your partners, right? So there is a message for you, for those who choose number 1. The message is, an inner ray of divine peace shines bright and guide my way. So for the person who chose pile number 1, you can actually meditate on this card, or you can meditate on golden lights, or maybe lights that start to vibrate out through your heart, through your inner self, through your soul. Start to vibrate out these lights, and then start to shine out from the inner to your outer world and to the people surrounding you. Now at this moment, you need the lights within you. Bring your lights up your lights in the soul. Okay, you need to strongly have faith and believe on yourself, and then bring the light out and start to shine on other people. So this is the message for the person who chose pile number 1. Okay, let's look at number 2. Okay, for those who choose pile number 2, you especially this in February, you might have some time to start to look back on your past, or maybe think back some of the memory from your past, right? No matter it's about a person, or about a situation or something that happened in your past that creates your memory, and that memory might be good. You might start to miss those good old memories, right? For this period of time. And actually your soul message is to remind you that instead of just thinking back of the good old memories, you should think in a different perspective, right? Like, what can the memories taught you? What happened in the past? What do they taught you? No matter is the situation, a scenario, or something that happened in the past, or maybe the person that you met in the past, what do they teach you that time? What have you learned from that memory? So you should start to think in this type of perspective, and then think about what have you learned from the past and how the lesson can help you to apply in your current life, no matter in your relationship, your family, or your career, your finance. So what happened in the past, and what have you learned, and how can you apply in your current situation? For people who choose pile number 2, I think this February is a moment for you to really like lifted up your soul, your soul knowledge and your wisdom. It's time for you to grow in the soul level. So that's why in February you will have a moment to really look back in the past, and then start to see how it can help you to grow in your soul journey. And your soul actually would like you to share your voice, share your message, your perception, your experience to the public, so that it might can help others to who can relate on your past experience or your knowledge, and help them to get through their life as well. So it is important for you to share your true voice and express your true emotion. Like I said, February is a good month for you, especially in February 19, when the new energy is coming, and also it's the full moon energy, right? It's a good month for you to really like look back on your past experience and start to share your wisdom to others. And for those who choose pile number 2, during the full moon time, you might receive a very strong energy, and it might help you to enhance in your energy level and your wisdom level. So in February is actually a victory for your month. You will have such a strong energy to help you to lift up your soul in and start to move into another level. So in relationship part, for those who is single, who are still looking for partners, your soul actually wanted you to trust the situation and trust the process, and have faith that the universe will arrange the right one that will come into your life, right? And you can also put into your thought during full moon, so that you can wish for a good partner, and then let go your thought and trust the process that the universe will send the right one for you. And for those who already have a partner, who are in relationship, your soul message is also wanted you to trust the process, trust yourself, and also trust the other party, your partners, that everything that we go through is being guided by your soul into the light of path. So have faith no matter what happened, and then trust each other and build the trust within each other, right? So the entire message is, deep within me there lives a stillness blessed by Christ's love. So for a person who choose pile number 2, the main energy level is to remind you that actually this month is a good month for you to maybe do some meditation or grounded yourself and start to think deeper. Look back to your past, what have you learned, the lesson from your past, and how can you improve yourself in the next future, and how can you lift up your soul, increase your wisdom and knowledge, and how can you help others, right? Most importantly is how can you manifest a better version of yourself and start to serve others, start to help others, right? So this is a good month for you, and yeah, this is the message that your soul wants to deliver for you. So next we look at pile number 3. So let's see. So for a person who chose pile number 3, so maybe in the past month or maybe the past few months, you have been in a situation where it's a total life-changing situation, or maybe something that stretched you to really think about maybe life, or maybe your health, or maybe your finance. Something is like a lightning bolt, like suddenly strike you, suddenly happen, which totally change your perspective of viewing life, right? And it might cause you to be in a situation where you totally not sure how to solve the problem, or how to catch up with the situation, or how to catch up of the changes that suddenly happen to your life, right? And you are now looking for a balance and a solution to how to solve that problem. And you might be in a situation where you seems like you are helpless. You are in a situation where you have no idea or no solution to pass through these challenges, and it might be in a very tough time, right? You might feel like a little bit depressed, and you have no clue how to solve the problem, but your soul actually want to remind you that no matter how dark the situation you are right now, but don't forget, your higher self, your soul, is always with you. They will always guide you. It's like a light within you. They will always be a light and always show you the path. So have faith and no need to worry about it. And you always need to remind yourself that you are the key to solve the solution. You are the key to solve this problem and to change this situation. Okay, think about this perspective. If you're stuck in a situation, you need to start to learn how to jump out from the situation and view the whole things that happen in a third-party perspective. And then when you already pull yourself out from the situation and you start to view from the third-party perspective, and then think about, you are the key to solve the problem. So now, if you are the key to solve the problem, what action will you do? Okay, which step will you choose, right? So you need to start to think about that, and always have faith for yourself, because your higher self will always guide you. So don't worry about that. And your soul message actually want to remind you that it's time to take a breath, and then just to ground yourself, be patient, don't rush into the ending, or don't rush into you want to solve the solution fast. So you need time to really rest, and then maybe go for a retreat just to cool your mind, cool yourself and emotion down. When you have the time out for yourself, then only you will start to recharge yourself, and you have the enough energy and have the peace of mind to think clearly what's the next step you need to take, and what is the next move for yourself, and how to solve the problem. When you're stuck in a situation and you don't pull yourself out, you don't give yourself a break, you keep on hustle in order to solve the situation, you are going to nowhere. So your soul message actually reminds you that you need to take a break and rest well, recharge yourself in order to go through all these challenges. And also, your soul wants to remind you that no matter which path you choose, no matter is the path A or B, once you have made decision to go through that path, don't ever look back. Okay, it's only that when you choose a decision, and then when you step a step ahead and you start to regret your decision, and you want to change another step, only that type of attitude will makes you like sink into a very deep trouble situation, and it will just suck all your energy. It will make you exhausted. So trust yourself and trust your step. Is all guided by your higher soul. Once you already choose one path, then just trust the process, just go through it. Don't ever look back and keep on changing your mind, right? So in relationship part, so for those that who's single, actually your soul message is to remind you that let your friends help you. Maybe you can know someone, or maybe meet someone through your friends. So sometimes you don't need to go alone in this journey, but actually through friends they can actually help you on it. So learn how to ask and accept support from others, right? So for those who already have a partner in relationship, it's also the same message for you. If you have some quarrel, or maybe in a situation which is there's a misunderstanding in your relationship part, you can always let your friend to help you out. Okay, let them help you to solve the situation, or maybe let them to give you some advice, and maybe you can think through it and get some ideas on how to solve your current problem. Okay, and the overall message is, I now stand tall, connected to both heaven and earth. So the overall message is to tell you that you need to stand tall, stand in your core, trust your core, trust yourself, that your soul, your higher self is always be with you, and they will always guide you to the right process. Okay, maybe you've been thinking that you might facing a tough challenge, but it's all a learning process. So don't worry about that. Every step that you go through in your life is just a learning curve. So just trust yourself, and then trust the process. Okay, so this is for number 3, and for number 4, so for those who choose pile number 4, maybe in the past few months you are in a very good situation or a moment. You have a very good moment, especially when you enter a brand new year. You might have a lot of new plans, you feel excited, and then you it seems like you have a lot of new exciting things to do. or maybe you're meeting a new friends that will trigger your assignment. So you are in a very good mood in the past month, right? Or the past few months. And suddenly when you enter into February, you seems like suddenly everything's go down, and then the excitement is like a roller coaster, and then it went so high and now it's go to the lower curve, and then you are totally lost. Your mind is like a mind in a blank situation that you suddenly like clueless, you don't know what happened to next, you have no idea what should you do next, or where should you heading, where are you heading, what should you do right now. And actually your soul wanted to remind you that it's actually it's not that you lost yourself, it's actually this month is a good month for you to ground yourself. It's a good month for you to reflect yourself. And especially for those who choose this number 4, you are very strongly related, affected by the full moon energy. And now is a good time to start to reflect yourself and make plans for your future. And also, if you are someone who do meditation quite often, this is a good month with a good energy for you to meditate on your past life, so that you can maybe find some new clues, or maybe recognize your past life, your life mission, and also maybe your past life talent. What have you what's your career in your past life? Start to meditate your past life, and it might help you to grow yourself in the future. For those that are new in this channel, maybe it's the first time you heard about past life, and actually I do have some online courses teachers about the past life of yourself, and about past life soulmate, and also past life your financial situation that affect your current life. I do past life regression consultation as well. So for those that who need it, you can actually find my email or the description down below the video, or maybe you can drop me an email to ask about it. So this month is a good month for you to deal with your past life talents, and then bring it back to your current life and increase your build a bright future, right? And your soul message actually wanted to remind you that you might feel lost at this moment, because now we are slowly entering into the full moon. That's why I was saying that you are strongly affected by the moon energy. That's why maybe you might feel lost, but just to trust yourself and trust that your higher self will guide you to where you're supposed to go. Okay, you are always supported. That's why you need to know clearly what is your life mission in this lifetime. And also for those who meditate on the past life, what is your past life mission that carry towards this lifetime, and you need to finish it in this lifetime, right? What's the lesson that you need to take care of in this lifetime? So yeah, this is the message for you. So for a relationship part, for those that who are single, there might be some of you might have you might think that, okay, you have a past relationship and you thought that you already go through it, but in fact maybe in your subconscious mind it's still there, you haven't let go yet. So that's why your soul message actually wanted to remind you that you need to let go this past relationship. Then only you will have freedom, you will have space for welcoming the new relationship to your life. And you need to always stay optimistic about your love life, right? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay, only that you trust that when you are always stay in positive, okay, in this relationship, trusting that everything is arranged for you, the universe will arrange the right person to enter into your life. When you stay in that frequency and that vibration, you will attract the same person with the same frequency with you. who is also optimistic and also will trust and also with a loving heart that will enter your life. Okay, so this is the message for you. So for those that who already have a partner who in relationship, you might facing some challenges where your soul message wanted to remind you also the same message, which is you need to stay optimistic and trusting your partners and trusting that no matter what happened, it's just a learning curve for both of you. So both of you need to go through these things that happen or challenge that happen in order for you to grow in the soul level. So just be optimistic in your partners and also for yourself in your relationship. And the overall energy is I now release my karma and live in my flow. So the overall message for person who choose number 4 is actually this month is actually a month that is your karmic cycle. That's why it happens like in a cycle, and this is a month where you entering into your karmic cycle and you start to releasing all these thoughts and thinking, or maybe you start to facing some challenges or something that happened which trigger, which is also a lesson for you to learn throughout this karmic cycle. So you just need to like stay optimistic no matter what happened, and then try to learn from it and try to apply the lesson into your future life. Okay, so this is the reading for card number 4. Alright, so this is the card reading for February 2019. I hope it serves you well and give you a good reminder from your soul. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.